In here, I'll briefly explain what is the Doppler effect, which we have to study in our physics exam in our waves and oscillations lesson. In here, first of all, we have to get a knowledge who is the observer and who is our sound source, and what is the relationship between the apparent frequency and the actual frequency. Apparent frequency, first of all, I will explain what is the apparent frequency. Apparent frequency means the frequency which the observer feels due to the motion of this sound source. The actual frequency means in the sound source it has an actual frequency. That frequency does not depend on the velocity or anything. But in here the apparent frequency can be vary with the velocity of the sound source. So here we can define that Doppler effect as follows. Due to the relative motion between this observer and the sound source, the observed frequency on this observer, the observed frequency by this observer can be different from the actual frequency. That phenomena we can call it as the Doppler effect. In here, when we are developing these equations, we have to have a good knowledge in what is the apparent frequency and what is the source frequency and what is the velocity of this sound source and what is the velocity of the sound waves and what is the velocity of this observer. So we will go to develop the equations in this part.